Hello, viewer two. We are going to talk about appointment letter in our education law series today. Many educators or many school owners don't give appointment letters to their staff for one reason or the other. Some will say we want to see how they are going to do and all that. It is actually appropriate to issue appointment letter to a newly employed staff after his or her successful completion of probation. That is, after you have gone through the recruitment process and you find him or her worthy to give a try in your school to teach, then you put him on probation for a period of time. Many schools don't even pass a staff through probation period. They just go ahead with the full employment. This practice is not ideal. This practice is not ideal and has put so many school owners in some forms of challenge or the other. This practice has shown over time to be detrimental to the school in several ways. Pupils are affected, parents are affected, image of the school is dented. So we need to ensure that we pass the staff through a probation period, a newly employed staff through a probation period. Probation period is a period when a newly employed staff is closely being evaluated by supervisors or other members of the staff to ascertain his or her progress, skills, and attitude, and to determine appropriate assignment and monitor other aspects of the employee, such as honesty, reliability, and interaction with co-workers, supervisors, and customers, that is, the parent. For teaching staff, it is usually 3 months, while administrative staff, it is 1 month, depending on your policy as a school. Some organizations, duration for probation is up to 6 months, some even up to 9 months. So it depends on the policies of your organizations. It depends on what you set as the basic. Now, some schools pay full salary while others pay an agreed amount and thereafter pay the full salary at the expiration of probation period. The basic thing is that if staff on probation do not get full entitlement as a confirmed staff. So, depending on the policies you want to adopt as a school, what is important is that you do not give staff on probation all the full privileges a confirmed staff enjoy. This is to help determine how reliable, suitable, competent the staff will be. Okay? You are to issue a detailed probation letter before the commencement of probation. Probation letter should contain, among other things, the type of behavior that you expect, the progress you will be looking for, and the criteria you will use to evaluate that progress. Make your criteria as concrete as possible so that your employee will understand how you make your decision about ending the probation period in favor of permanent employment status. It is after the successful completion of the probation period and proper evaluation that you can now give an employment letter. That is, if it meet up with your minimum expected scores, then you give employment letter. In some organization, you have to pass exam. You have to score certain points in the exams before you'll be confirmed. They have to be rating by the supervisors. They have to be what we call appraisers by the supervisors of such staff on probation, and a particular percentage is set as the minimum before such staff can be confirmed as a permanent staff. If the applicant doesn't pass the probation period, then you can issue an employment rejection letter. I'm sure many of us are not aware of employment rejection letter. That is, you can say it, we are sorry, after evaluation of your period, your activities and performance during the probation period, we do not find you worthy to qualify for a permanent employment in our organization. And you give your reason based on what criteria you have set out ab initio from beginning to the staff, so that you understand, you or she understand what makes up the decisions you arrive at. This is a very important legal process. Don't forget that education law pay attention to hiring process. You need to be very careful. Don't get into trouble with the staff because of an error in your hiring process. Everyone seems to either know the law or know a lawyer. Many teachers these days quickly threaten their employers with litigation. I also want to say that it is not appropriate for just one person to appraise a staff. It has to be triangulated, at least three persons. At least three persons. In some organizations, it is in level. That is, you have level 1, level 2, level 3. You have direct supervisor. You have the next level line supervisor. And you have another second level line supervisors. So the three of them will appraise you. They will appraise the activities of the staff over that period. An appointment letter should include the following: job description, job title, reporting structures, starting date of employment, salary, benefit informations and eligibility, sensitive staff procedures, rules and regulations, acknowledgement of offer and confirmation of acceptance. This idea of asking a staff to sign a duplicate copy of an appointment letter as acceptance and acknowledgement of appointment is not legally worthy. Hear me now. The reason being that any matter as regard hiring that gets to court or some sort of litigation, the lawyer of the staff can state with proof that his client signed that document under duress, emotional or psychological pressure. Hence, the appropriate thing to do is to request for a letter of acceptance of appointment within 48 hours of receipt of employment letter. I hope you have heard me clear. If you don't issue appointment letter to a staff, then by law you are not entitled to resignation letter. So many schools are in the habit of not issuing. Some will not even tell the staff that is on probation. They will just put him in the class because they don't have any staff or any teachers to teach that particular class. No, you should plan your hiring process long ahead. Plan ahead so that if you are going to hire, you start the process earlier and you follow the due process to hire. So make sure you give probation letter, and after the staff has passed the probation period, then you can issue what is called confirmation letter. If not, then you issue rejection letter. We cannot confirm your appointment as a permanent teaching staff in our school. And let everything be clear. Let everything be clear. All your policies, make sure they are documented and endorsed by the staff. Read through. I hope this is going to be a hard blessing to you as a school owner, as well as a teacher. If you're a teacher, you are watching, it shows you that you have a right to ask for appointment letter wherever you apply to. After all the hiring process, you wrote exam, you did interview, and they say, okay, I'll come and start teaching without giving you appointment letter. You have a right to ask for your appointment, even if it's appointment letter on probation. They should issue you an appointment letter. That is very important, and we all need to abide with it. All stakeholders in the industry, education industry, in order for us to ensure that there is a smooth relationship between the teachers and their employers. Thank you. very much appreciate your presence on my channel. This is eduresourcehub.com. I would like to see you again next time on this important series, Education Law Series. My name is Hayo. God bless you.